Okay, apparently we are live. I do not know if anyone's here yet. Obviously not. No one is here. We're gonna just hang out for a minute. I was running late tonight. I was not 15 minutes early. I also did not advertise this, so I got one person here. I have a feeling I know who that is. Maybe, maybe I don't. I'm just guessing. But yeah, impromptu Sunday night stream. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Gonna talk about some true crime stuff tonight. Hopefully, maybe we will, maybe we won't. Don't know. We'll see what happens. Yep, I guessed right. Haha. Hi, Juju. I was just about to message you and be like, okay, I did it. I decided to go live. Haha. So yeah, no, did not advertise this at all. So I will be very surprised if anyone else comes. So it might be a very boring half hour to hour with just me talking by myself. Okay, so let's talk true crime. Let's talk about that and see what we got going on. Hang on 1 second. I will be right back. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I saw that about Molly Golightly. Yeah, dude, she gets on there and she starts eating, and I'm like, how does she do that? Oh my god! Like, mad props to Molly for being that confident that she does not care what she looks like. I am like, no, do not focus on me when the food is going in my mouth because no, like just I am a little mouse. Just do not pay any attention to me. And, okay, well, pay attention to me right now. But when I'm eating, forget I'm here. Oh, it was chips. Oh no, not chips. Were they mission chips? Was it chips and salsa? Oh my god, how funny would that be? She's eating the mission chips. I tried to fix my thumbnail. It's still a work in progress. I will get the L in there. This time I just all kinds of screwed it up. Just shoved that thing right on over. So yeah, still working on that. Next time it'll be way better. Way better. Oh man, I wish I had the confidence. I wish I had the confidence of most people, but I do not. They were not mission chips. Hi, Grace Case. Oh, hey. Hello. Hello, Grace. Welcome to the Sunday Night Madness. My guess is that everyone is over at Molly's place right now because, I'm not that cool of a cool kid. But, oh, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Um, so, yeah, um, I was supposed to make notes today, but as much as I remembered it was a holiday weekend, I also forgot it's a holiday weekend and that people at the grocery store are going to be stupid. So yeah, I was not able I was not able to get my notes done because yeah, I went to the grocery store and people are freaking stupid. Okay, yeah, no, I do not need to be around people until after I'm on hormone replacement therapy, like in public, like strangers, because I got a little bit of the um what is it that I need anger management. I need some anger management right now. Grace, be glad it's not a holiday for you. You're not in the U.S., are you, Grace? Why do I not know this? Why am I? Because in the U.S. it's what is it? Labor Day tomorrow. I always get Labor Day and Memorial Day mixed up. I'm always wearing white after the wrong holiday because I don't understand what that means anyway. So you know, like why does what holiday it is dictate what color clothing you can wear and why? So yeah, I don't know. Hi, kitty. I have a kitty on me right now. Oh, desperate for attention. Yes. I wish it was Meatloaf. I would make him sit in front of the camera and just turn the camera on for you. Every 10 minutes we threaten to succeed. Grace, I am threatening to succeed myself. I was like, I do not. I was like, Canada is looking pretty good to me. So is Mexico. I could go either way, except probably Mexico because I do better with heat than with the snow. I could probably live in Alaska for a minute until it got cold, and then I'd have to come back south. But then I'd complain about the heat. So, it is what it is. So I'm glad you mentioned about Molly eating because I was like, I've got a box of crackers here, and I was like, well, if no one shows up, I can just start munching on those. But now I'm not going to do that because, oh, no. Oh. So yeah, today. Oh yeah, today was just fun. But yes. So true crime documentaries, series, TV shows. Do not eat those. I am not going to eat the crackers. I am not going to eat the cracker. That is going to be me in about 3 years, Grace Case. I too will be summering somewhere else besides here in Georgia. I will be vacating. I will be going somewhere else. I will be getting an RV and I will be gone. And I'm gonna drag Juju with me. She's gonna come and we're gonna just gonna go to Mexico. There we go. We'll just go spend like 3 months in Mexico and then we'll come back because hey, you know, why not? uh, okay, so I've been thinking a lot about true crime shows lately. My husband has been watching a lot of Forensic Files, so much that I think I know almost every episode. Hey, Kirsten, I did it right this time, didn't I? Yes, yes. Um, how are you doing? Thank you for coming. Yay. Okay. But yes, I think I know just about every episode of Forensic Files right now to the point where I don't think I can watch it anymore. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. It's like if you know an episode, I could probably tell you who done it, how they did it, and how long it took to catch them and how they got caught. Like if I see the case like one more time about the guy that dropped a car on a kid and then set the little garage on fire, stole his identity, and then like tried to fake his own death, I probably will go crazy. Jujubee, you should. I should not watch it anymore. No more watching the Forensic Files for me because I am done. I have seen them all. It's probably time I check out and watch something else now. Um, but yeah, I wanted to get back into watching documentaries because it's been forever since I've watched a good true crime documentary. Um, that wasn't, you know, that Carol Baskin one, the Tiger King, which was that really true crime or what was that, Because I just, yeah, like I can't even remember the last good true crime like documentary I watched, other than the ones about the West Memphis Three. And but that was when um, they got out of prison on the Alfred plea. Um, they were able to get out of prison, but it's like they weren't saying they did it, but they weren't contesting it either. And it's like, how was that really fair to them? How was that fair? I think I was sitting on your. Hang on 1 second, everyone. Let me.
I'm just looking for more orange juice.
Oh, hang on 1 second.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I just don't remember the last time I watched anything really good. So yeah, and Juju, that's what they did. Because they had to put one of them in solitary confinement because he was always getting uh, like beat up, and it was bad. The West Memphis Three. It was a case. It happened in the '90s. I'm 43 now. I think I was like 15, 16 when that went down, and three little boys were found murdered and mutilated, and it was really really sad. And they didn't have any real, well, okay, they had people, they had suspects, but somehow they got like zeroed in um, on these three teen boys, and one of them wasn't even in the city, and they didn't have a car, they weren't in the area. So it's like how it just didn't make any sense that these three older boys were with these three younger boys, if that makes sense. But the name of the documentary was Paradise Lost, and then they did Paradise Lost, the West Memphis Three full documentary, and then Revelations was Paradise Lost 2, and then the third one was Paradise Lost Purgatory. They did three of these on it, and it was um, when everything was going down, and then when they got convicted, and then when they were trying to get out, and then the third one was when they actually got out. So yeah, I mean it was a good series. It's sad because they still don't really know what happened to these little boys, and that would be nice to actually find the people who did it. But it is what it is. I don't think they're ever going to. Hang on 1 second. Okay, so okay, let's go up and look at some of these comments because I've just been running my mouth here. So let's see. Okay, don't. Yes, Juju, you should watch the Forensic Files. Um, um, yes, the Forensic Files does get depressing. It really does because it's like um, there was another show I was watching, and it was oh man, I can't even remember the name of it now. It's like I remembered it until I started doing this. This is why I needed notes. But it's like it was on this one true um oh man, I just lost my whole train of thought. Okay. So there's this free over the air channel that does like true crime stuff, and I was watching this one true crime series. It was like a weekly situation, kind of like Forensic Files, but they were always changing the names of the people and the places. Like they were real events, they were real crimes that actually happened, but it's like, wait, I've heard about this one. This was on Forensic Files, and they said this person's name. And you could literally like line up this show and that show with like the Forensic Files and see what supposedly really happened, and then watch the names have been altered. Okay, we have to talk about the yes, the blowpoke, the Fire Stoker. Yes. Okay, hang on 1 second, everyone. It's kind of loud here. I'm gonna wait till it calms down a minute. I need like a 2 second break. I will be right back. Okay. All right. Now maybe I can figure out. Um. Okay. They called it a blow poke in the documentary, so that's what I call it. Is it wrong? Well, it depends on where you're from and what you're at. Like I've heard them called a stoker or a poke. It, I guess, it really just depends on where you're at and what they're calling it, where they're calling it, kind of thing. Sorry, I'm trying to keep in this conversation and talk about another one. I'm just all over the place tonight. So I will have to watch the staircase documentary series thing. Yes, I will have to watch that because that sounds very interesting. Um, so, uh, you know what was my favorite back in the day? Old school show that I used to like? Unsolved Mysteries. That was so long ago and so old. It's like, okay. It is a good doc. You should watch it. You should totally watch it, Mousy. It follows the whole thing for years. Yeah, see, that's the kind of thing I like with Paradise Lost, because it did. It followed like years. I mean, we're talking about from the time I was 15 until the time they got out. I think it was like 2012 when they actually got released. When they went in, the oldest boy was, I think, 18 or 19, and his name was Damien. And he finally got out, um, and he's like roughly the same age as me, like a couple of years older. And it's like sad because he had a kid, and he didn't get to see. He wasn't there for the birth of his kid, and you know, yes, Unsolved Mysteries was it was a good show. It came on like I think every Sunday night. You had all these unsolved mysteries, and sometimes they would give you a number to call, say, if you've seen this person, kind of like America's Most Wanted too. That was a good show, because obviously these people were really wanted people, and then sometimes they actually caught people. So that was fun. That was always fun. Yeah, it's like, yay, people got caught. We should be happy about that. Well, I mean, I guess we should. So I guess maybe I should go ahead and, now that I'm like 20 minutes in, do a disclaimer that yes, all this is my opinion. Please don't sue me. But Yeah, it was a good show. They were good shows. Like, they don't make them like they used to. Now it's all technical, and you know you got to make sure that you're not giving away names and addresses because people will go show up, and it's like, no, don't do that. Don't show up anywhere, please. It's like you think you wouldn't have to tell people not to go hunt these people down. Like, oh, I did watch the one documentary. Oh God, I am horrible with names. This is why I totally needed notes. Um, but the one, um, the mom that was pregnant and she had the two kids. Um, yeah, Shanann Watts. Yep, horrible with names. Sorry that I forgot her name, but yeah, I did watch the one on Shanann Watts, and that was really creepy. That was really creepy to watch because it's like they've got all those messages in real time that's leading up to her disappearing. And he's like, I don't know where my wife is. And it's like, you totally know where your wife is. And we know that you knew where your wife was. And why would you do that? Like, did you not think this through? Like, yeah, that was creepy. It was really, Kirsten's right. It was creepy and eerie to watch because, they did have her text messages, her emails, her phone call, her call record. And yeah, I'll go back and I'll look stuff up. And like I watch a lot of Christina Randall because she's also talked about the Watts case before, and it's heartbreaking that this guy decided that murdering his wife and children was better than getting a divorce. What? Why do people think that way? I don't understand the thought process that goes along with that. Um, Well, thank you for coming, Kirsten. Yes, please drive and focus on the driving, but I will totally keep talking and try not to put you to sleep while you're driving. Yeah, Scott Peterson is he's another low life too. It's like you could have just gotten divorced. You did not have to do what you did, and yet you did. It's it doesn't make sense. And you know, I was actually talking to this about Juju earlier about this, but yeah, that body cam footage is crazy. Um, he's like sitting there talking to the cops, and you can see he's like real uneasy, but he's just got these lies just ready to go, and he's telling them, and he's like, "Oh no, no, she would have done this and that," and it's like you really, really, really thought that no one was going to catch you. Like, you know, I can understand back in the day, and like even okay, like with Peterson and with Watts, like how did they think that as far as technology has come, and especially with DNA, that you're not going to get caught? Yeah, and like um, Watts, they knew. They it might have taken a few days to actually arrest him, but they knew what was going down. And there was you know what, let me pull this up so I know actually know what I'm talking about here. But yeah, like there's DNA, there's cell phone records, they have they have location on them, Every time you drive by a cell tower, your phone connects to it. So they're going to know where you're at. They're going to be able to check where you've been. And even if it's a burner phone, it's they're going to know. So it's like, why did you I mean, personally, I do understand, kind of, because my first husband, I've talked about it. I promise I will not get depressing tonight. But, we are divorced, and I am married to my second husband now. And, but my dad did not like him at all. And my dad probably, when he found out that, his illness was terminal, he contemplated doing things. And it's like, you're going to get caught. You're going to get caught. Don't do that. So he didn't. And it's really touching that my dad loved me that much that he was like, he can't ever hurt her again. But, and you just said, always leave your phone at home. Watch truck had GPS on it for his work. So they knew where he went. And his neighbors had security cameras. Yeah, you don't know who has security cameras on their homes. You don't know who's, your company, if you have a company car, is obviously going to have a GPS tracker on it, because they're not going to want to lose their vehicle. And if they do, they'd want to know where it's at. And it really wouldn't surprise me, like, depending on the price point of your car, if it doesn't just automatically come with that nowadays. It's just not, you're not likely to get away with it nowadays with the way information can travel so fast. And they have different ways to find out where you've really been. Go back to like 1950s. Okay, even further than that, the Black Dahlia. They had no clue who did that to her. And they still don't. They have maybe suggestions. And yeah, most neighborhoods, like Grace case, my neighborhood, we're all up in each other's business. But we are too. I'm watching everyone coming and going. Mostly because, if you're walking through my yard, why are you walking through my yard? And if you're letting your dog run around and you're not cleaning up after it, and then I got stuff in my yard, I'm gonna be like, hey, that person did that. You need to clean that up. But yeah, people are always watching. No one's not watching you, even if it's just your neighbors or, the police or whoever. You're just not likely to get away with it, because technology, it really does it is so advanced that you can locate whoever. And I can even see how in the early 90s to early to mid 90s, when DNA was in its infancy, and they were getting good at it, starting to use it again in cases, and put people in jail and prison because of that. Cases might not be solved because still you had to have a lot of good quality DNA in the beginning. Now they need such a minute little speck of DNA and they got you. It's like you accidentally leave a little piece of your eyelash there and they find it and you're over. It's like, we know you were there. We have your DNA. You're done. So, I just don't understand why men do that, and it was a better option than divorce. And I guess there are some women that do it too. I'm not going to discount that because, just as easy as a man can do it, a woman can do it too. Or anyone, whatever, it just doesn't, I don't know. It doesn't. And you know what? I think a lot of stuff goes unsolved, especially, Okay, like when homeless people go missing, there's no one really looking for them right away because they just usually aren't. It's sad, and it shouldn't be like that. But when they go missing, more than likely that's what's happened. And it could have been someone passing through. And a lot of the times, they say, if someone is, um, if a crime is committed, it's usually by someone you know. And the ones that are like just random acts of violence, those are the harder ones to actually, solve because there was no rhyme or reason for it. So it's just that the ones that are solved, it's like sometimes it's like that just was too obvious. It's like it um but yeah, let me look at this one real quick and get the names on it. But okay. Yeah, and like with Gabby Petito and Brian Landry. Okay. That was something that wasn't very long ago. That was pretty obvious what happened there. They were, oh, Chandler. Stop popping up. Yeah, that one I need to look into more because, and it's like some of these trials you watch them and it's there was there were a couple of cases that were like about children. I was like, man, that is just too much. Um, but let me see if I can find this one. Oh, and has anyone heard that Casey Anthony is supposedly pregnant again? Oh, Grace Case. Oh, I promise we won't write on your face or put shaving cream in your hand and tickle your nose. I promise we're not going to do that. Next slumber party, we will, though. So this time you get a pass. Yes, if you do fall asleep, Grace. Good night, sweet dreams. And like I said, no shaving cream in the hand this time. Um, okay, let's see. Um, yeah, I really should have grabbed notes and done this. Like, just sat down and um, made my notes earlier. Um, and there was the one teenage girl that went missing, and it was a neighborhood boy that had, you know, and it didn't. Again, it didn't make sense because you know you were seen with her. You were seen with her. Oh my goodness. Yeah. See, okay. Christina also did one on the West Memphis Three, also, and that was that. Okay. I went through a short phase watching docs about teenagers and crimes. Audrey and Daisy and something Red Roll or Red Tide, something like that. I had to stop. I started having nightmares. Yeah, I can't watch the ones with kids, especially young kids. Those will totally mess me up right there because it's like, they're kids. And who does that to a kid? It just, it's not cool. Um, Aiden, Aiden Fucci. Um, Supposedly his mom um, found blood on his jeans and like washed them so she could get rid of the evidence. Supposedly, allegedly. Um, I don't know if he's gone to trial yet or not. Um, oh, you are watching the. Okay, so he is on trial now. See, I need to get behind watching that one because I want to see what they say about that. Oh, they did charge the mom too because I know they were talking about it because she had destroyed evidence. Okay, hang on one. Okay, yeah. See, I need to get to watching that because I was very interested on that when I actually heard about that case. Because, they lived in the same neighborhood. She snuck out to go hang out with this kid and they find her and he's like laughing about it. And like, did he plan this? Was he trying to, why did you do this? Oh, cat fight. Hang on, sorry. So we're going to be calling in the kitty crime scene investigator in just a minute because, yeah. Oh boy. Well, that was fun. Meatloaf gets very overwhelmed sometimes, and someone got in his way. He is okay. All the kitties are okay. No one was injured in the brawl that just happened. I swear, they are fine. All paws and tails and everything except for two eyes are accounted for. But that's because Meatloaf didn't add them in the bat in the first place. So everyone's fine. Oh boy, I don't know if Meatloaf jumped on someone or if someone jumped on him, but it happens because he'll lay in the weirdest spots and then yes, Meatloaf is the blind baby and he will brawl. If someone gets in his way or takes his food bowl, he is not down for that. He's like, "Don't touch me, leave me alone." So yeah, yeah, that was excitement. Yes, Meatloaf is my blind baby, and poor Meatloaf. My cat Squid was a bully diagnosed by the vet. He could be a real jerk to my other cat. Some, yeah, yeah, because like if we don't like Meatloaf, he'll keep going, and really all you have to do is just separate them, and they're fine. It's just usually out, and someone can brush against him, and he'll attack because he gets very overstimulated real quick, and it it happens when because he can't see, he doesn't know where it's coming from or who it is or how big it is or what it is. So sometimes he does just get on the attack mode. But yeah, so do not let that happen for long. But they're okay. Plus, I don't want him to hurt someone, and I don't want them to hurt him. So, oh yeah. Well, my heart's going now, and no fur flew, so that was a good one. We have no fur to clean up tonight. I have two tomcats outside, Bob and Patches, and they apparently are at a impasse, and they cannot decide who is the most dominant of the two. So they fight all the time. And when they start fighting, because Bob is white and black and Patches is white and tabby, there will be white fur flying all over the place. And I won't get between them two because they are big tomcats. And yeah, I'll get hurt. And Meatloaf's big, but Meatloaf understands. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Kirsten. I did that earlier. It was raining, and I had to go into one store to grab one thing. And I was like, okay, it's raining. I'm just going to run. And I didn't grab my mask. And I was like, oh my goodness, I'm really supposed to be wearing my mask right now. And like making sure I'm keeping that thing on. And I didn't. I did the same thing earlier. Yeah, and I realized it the minute I stepped in. I was like, oh no. It's about 50-50 here. Um, but mostly like I'm wearing my mask right now, and I've got like everyone in the house wearing them just because if I get COVID, they're going to have to reschedule my surgery. We don't need that right now. We're all going to go back to 2 years ago, and we're going to social distance like it's 2019, 2020. So that's what we're doing right now. See, I honestly, it would help not spread stuff. It would. Just how I feel, just my opinion on it. But yeah, I don't want to get anything right now because I'm not down for rescheduling something I've been trying to get done for over a year. So yeah, that's how it is. But you do you. Yeah, I don't like rules either, but I also, I've been trying for a long time to. I've been having the issues that I need surgery for. I have needed for a minute, so we're just not gonna take any. We're gonna go get tested like they tell us to do. We're gonna go do our blood work. We're gonna go have everything done, and we're gonna get the surgery done. But back to that, yes. So, hi Virgil, how are you? Anthony, Virgil, Vigil. I'm sorry, I'm horrible with names. I'll forget them. I'll butcher them. Just is what it is. Um, so in November, I will be watching that with you. Hopefully, I'll be healing from surgery or healed from surgery by then too. So, that's what I'm going to be doing. Yes, back to docs. Okay, back to docs. I just watched one this weekend. I have feelings about it. I have to watch it again and assess them. Did anyone see Keep This Between Us? I did not, but I will be watching that now. Because I haven't really watched any in a long time. Um, so I would like to start watching them again. I used to love watching documentaries. It's about all I ever watched. Everything from environmental to true crime. But yeah, I will be watching that one. Um, yeah, I think the last trial, everyone watched that one was, ooh, need a drink. Was the Johnny Depp one, but that wasn't really true crime anyway. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll probably mispronounce it again at some point. I could always just say Anthony. That one's pretty easy. But yeah, um, I want to get back into watching the trial cases and the documentaries and the series and stuff. Um, Mostly because I'm just gonna have a lot of time. So, and then I am going to start getting the information about my friend together and start working on that one. Um, just because, I want to go back and see how that happened, how that broke down. I'm just waiting to hear back from her mom to see if it's okay if I use her name or if she would like me to change her name. And if she's yeah, just pretty much if she gives me permission to talk about it and to actually show pictures and whatnot, just out of respect, because she could see it, and so I would like her to know it's coming before it just shows up on the internet, because most people wouldn't ask. So, and I'd rather watch documentaries than end up watching a bunch of lifetime made for TV movies while I'm convalescing from said surgery. Uh, it's yeah, no, don't need any of that. Oh no, it kind of sucked. Oh well, now I don't know if I want to watch that one. I guess I will watch it. I'll watch it. I'll watch it. Then we can have a discussion about it and see what we think about that. Um, I still can't believe they haven't found the um, you know, a lot of the stuff that's been going on. Um, so, what was I was just looking for something and I totally lost what I was looking for. Um, the Wells case. I still can't believe the poor little girl has not been found, or they haven't figured out what happened. I really think the family is somehow involved in that. Just because, I mean, she's a little kid, and how does someone that knows them took that kid? It's and it's been way. She's been gone way too long. It sucks when kids are involved. True crime podcast, yes, that would be some good suggestions for podcasts would be great. Um, because it's been I do like listening to Bailey Syrian's Dark History. She does do some true crime cases on that occasionally too. That's fun to listen to. Um, and there's another channel I watch. I'm trying to find that. Um, okay, give me a second to search. Explore with Us. There is a channel on YouTube called Explore with Us, and they actually pull up the interrogation footage from these cases, and it's a attorney and a psychologist, and they go through it. Um, what happened to John Benet Ramsey? The last I heard, they had some DNA that they might be able to get tested. Who knows? Um, I mean, I think that's going to fall in a category where it's never really going to be solved. I would love to know what happened to her. It was, I live in Georgia, so we did hear about the case quite often when it happened. Uh, she went missing, you know, and are both parents still I know her mother passed away. I don't know if her father is still alive. Um, but yeah, I would love to know what happened to John Bonet. And if they do, if they have found any evidence, if they do have some DNA that they could test now, that would be great. Um, but yeah, I think a lot of people would like to know. Oh, okay, the dad's pushing for the state to release DNA for independent testing. I think that should happen. That would probably answer a lot of questions. Um, but you know, it would. Um, and is the dad pushing for the state to release it because the state doesn't want to test it, or because he doesn't like the state's results of the testing? I guess I'll have to go look that up myself. But yeah, let's see. There was one I watched on here. Um, Markeith Lloyd, Explore With Us, did this. It was about 5 months ago, and it's about 2 hours long. And this guy was just literally insane when they were interrogating him. They intentionally made him uncomfortable. Apparently, they had charges against him for a police officer, um, and the police were letting him know they were taking it personally, and they used her handcuffs when they arrested him. And that you could tell that guy was not falling for any of their stuff. And I mean, he is obviously guilty. They had him. They knew who it was. But that was a good one to watch. The one about Markeith Lloyd. Again, I am probably mispronouncing his name, but I do believe it is pronounced Markeith Lloyd. Um, and there was another one, the Dozier School of Horrors, that Explore With Us did. This one's about a year ago. And apparently there's boys home, and no one believes that these boys were abused. Yes, Explore With Us is a good channel to watch. I love that channel. But I think that's probably the first one I found was the Dozier School of Horrors, and I watched that for a while. Um, and that's Explore With Us also did that one, the Randy Steyer case. He was the YouTuber that turned into the mass. Yes, I will link those episodes in my description at the end, because you know what, I can actually share them too. Um, you know what? Let me see if I can do this screen share thing that I've learned how to do, because like I've been practicing and all. But I will stop with the in a minute. Explore this good channel. I like watching them. I like putting them on in the background and just letting that bad boy play. I will listen to all of that. Um, and the other Explore With Us case that I watched was the House of Horrors killer. So those three, I'll make sure that I don't know that he took out his whole family. I know he did go to the grocery store, and only one of his coworkers survived. and they think it's because the gun jammed. But I watched that and I was like, oh my goodness gracious. Now I can see why they, block certain words. Sorry, I have to go now while I go through the checkout. Thank you for keeping me company while I shop. You're welcome, Kirsten. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you came. Have a good night, dear. And get home safe. Um, yeah, and it's like the thumbnail is what grabbed me. It's like the smell is soaking into everything. It's like, whoa, that's gonna be good. But yeah, I could put that on and just listen to that in the background, and you know, they're doing the whole interrogation and everything. So that was a cool channel to find and watch. And is there any other channels I have been watching on YouTube that are doing uh, true crime? Um, no, I think I've probably watched all of the just about anything on Shanann Watts that I can. I also did watch the Elizabeth Short documentary not very long ago. Hey, Dirty Uncle Sal, how you doing? Oh, you've just watched me trip over, or missed me trip over everything. Missed a cat fight. Totally missed a cat fight. That was fun. That was a good time. Profiling evil. I will have to check that out. But yeah, I totally had a cat fight go down. That was fun. Uh, we don't know how exactly it happened, but Meatloaf, the blind kitty, probably either bumped into someone or someone bumped into him, and then fur went flying. Not really this time. Oh wow, man! Tomorrow. I plan on just having a sleepy day. Not going out during the holiday. I'm just gonna stay home, watch my hummingbirds, do my thing. Probably watch some true crime. Just relax, cause no school, no having to do anything tomorrow. It's a holiday. Yay! Oh no, I guess it would have been better if I had been in said cat fight. I haven't been in a cat fight in a real long time, at least 4 years. Okay. No, I haven't been in cat. But my cats were fighting. It was like out of the blue. I was like, oh wait, hang on, gotta mute this, gotta go get the home. So yeah, stop my cats from fighting. Yay, that was fun. Take it easy. Thank you for stopping by, Anthony. Come by and see us again. We appreciate you coming. Or if you're not leaving, you can hang around. I will eventually get this together. I will make notes. I will do better. It's only like my fifth stream here. Um, yeah, just giving suggestion on true crime and documentaries, TV series, podcasts, YouTube channels, uh, any of that stuff. Yeah, like I can count the number of fights I have had with my current husband on like one hand with fingers left over. Oh, okay. I will have to check that out. I put your name, so I'm just going to put that one on the screen. There we go. Ah, I found a workaround. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to put that one on the screen. That's the one. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all that's been going on. I've been talking for about an hour now. Probably talk for a few more minutes. My mouth is getting dry, but tonight I remember to drink. See, I told you I'd get better at this stuff. Um, Still trying to wait to hear more about the Walmart situation. Still haven't released her name, but even if they do release her name, I'm not releasing her name. Um, I doubt they will. She's a minor. I am drinking soda water and with a splash of peach juice. Yeah. Was drinking beers earlier, so that's probably why I'm slurring the names and forgetting everything. But it was just one, so I don't think it's still even. But yeah, so that's what's going down. Um, Got to remember next time do notes. Got to do the notes. Make sure the cats are fed and taken care of before I start streaming. And I gotta stop saying "but" every 2 seconds. So making assessments on myself now. But yeah, it's been an hour. I'm sorry to cut it short right as Dirty Uncle Sal gets here. I'm sorry. Dreading is another true crime channel that's entertaining. I will have to check that one out too. Um, like I said, I've got some time that's I'm gonna have some time to kill in the next. I got 16 days now, 15 days now, and then I'm gonna be like down for 6 weeks. I'll probably be not Facebook, YouTube, because I'm gonna be really bored at first. So I'm gonna look into doing some true crime stuff on the channel. I've got a friend. When I was a teenager, they passed away. It's kind of slightly involved. Gonna look into doing something with that if her mom is okay with it. I got to talk to her again about it. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got going on. Yeah, Juju, I have noticed because like I caught a break with like Explore With Us, and usually anyone that's really good and they're doing it seriously, they're not getting monetized, and if you set up a channel, I am so there. Um, um, okay, everyone watch Keep This Between Us. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Keep This Between Us and we'll meet up for a discussion. We should totally do that. Yeah, I love finding the good YouTube true crime channels because they're hidden gems, and a lot of them like they'll just stop sometimes because they're not getting paid to do it, and it's a lot of work. There was this one girl that I used to watch years ago, um, Kaylee Elise, and she did a lot of missing persons um, content. And she was really good, but she stopped doing it because it just got to her. And no matter how she edited, how she cut the content down, it would never get monetized. And what's the point of doing it? She wanted to keep these people their memory out there and keep people looking for them. And she couldn't. She just gave up because well, no, she didn't really give up. I don't want to say that because that's wrong. She stopped because it was taking its toll on her, and two, it was a lot of work to not get paid for. Okay. I have finished my beverage, guys, gals, ladies and gents, everyone that's still in here. So I'm going to call it a night. And I would like to thank everyone who came. I appreciate it. It was very short notice. And I just, popped in and said, hey. But I'll be around Wednesday. I will come up with something much better show. Until next time, I will say goodnight, everyone. Good night.